Hello, Nursing 720 students. It's Amy Piontek here, and I just wanted to go over with you Module 5. And in this module, we're really going to be evaluating those key personnel who play an integral role in your projects. We're going to be looking at instrumentation, specifically two kinds. One is thinking about those questions that you want to really zero in on with your projects if you're doing more like a qualitative approach, or looking at specific instruments that have already been established if you're using more of a quantitative approach in gathering data. If you're going to be using both quantitative and qualitative, you're going to be looking at both aspects. So those questions that you want to start thinking about and developing if you are going to be using a qualitative approach, and as well as that quantitative component, looking at the instruments that are already available. So sometimes when we go to evaluate our project, maybe there's not an instrument that is available. You've done a thorough and exhaustive search of the literature, and there just isn't something that quite fits with your project. Look at some instruments that are there that might be able to be modified. So in this respect, if you use an instrument that's already been established, of course you're going to want to get approval from the author of that instrument. And if you're going to be modifying the instrument in any way, you also need to get approval from that author to modify their instrument. If in the case you absolutely cannot find anything, there's always that option of developing your own instrument, but you will need to put together a committee of experts who will be able to review your instrument that you would use for quantitative data and provide content validity for you. So there's a little bit of work involved in every aspect, but that's all part of a DNP. So it's also part of the PhD component as well, but both of them share that aspect that if you, when you look at instrumentation, you have to first make sure you get permission from the author of the instrument, and then if needed, modify the instrument. And if no instrument exists, then of course, your last resort is developing your own, however, using that committee of experts in your area to evaluate that. So with any direction that you go, always make sure that you have the proper documentation. So if you're getting permission to use an instrument, make sure you have that in writing, because that will actually be part of your appendices at the end of your paper. It is instrumental that you have that going into IRB approval as well. So just some highlights about Module 5. Simone and Evelina did a great job doing a presentation over Chapter 7. And Amanda Ernst and Denise's presentation is here. They also did a great job over Chapter 8. So please review these two PowerPoint presentations. And then, of course, you'll find the checklist for the technical equipment, instruments, data collection, key personnel, and sampling. So again, if something doesn't pertain to your project specifically, you can just indicate that it's not applicable. And in that, when you upload your document for your peers to review, just go ahead and write that in the discussion board text box. That there are certain things that were just not applicable to your study. And then, as you may have seen with my feedback to you, I will indicate if things are not applicable by just putting NA on that checklist. So there's a neat little PDF that you can read about, just demystifying research, that I would like for you all to read. And then, of course, there are some PowerPoints, chapters 5 and 7 over your Hebe text. And then there's a few PowerPoints from actual Dr. Hebe when she lectured to her course, so you can review those as well. And then just a quick YouTube video over sampling methods that you can review. So that pretty much covers the content in Module 5. When you go into the actual module, you'll see there's statistics quizzes over Chapters 5 and 7. And then, of course, looking ahead is your review of literature. Now, if you remember back in immersion, we had basically encouraged all of you to start looking at the literature at that point. So you should already have some good articles that support your project. So at this point, moving forward is when you really start to zero in on those particular articles that are very relevant and that you can make the connections with your project. So you've really been doing a review of literature all up until this point. Now is the time to really comb through and select those articles that are very applicable to your project. So the review of literature actually is not going to be due until the first week of Module 7. So you have a long time. If you haven't already started collecting your articles for the lit review, now is a really good time to start. And then again, just narrowing down those selected articles. So you might be asking, well, how many articles are you thinking that I would like to see? It really depends upon your paper, your project. Some people might have 30, some might have, more than that. So, it really kind of depends upon the gravity of your project and how thorough of the literature review you've done. And I can kind of see that as I read your paper. So that'll happen, like I said, the first week of Module 7 is when that literature review will be due. So all of you have done a literature review. I mean, you all have your master's degrees. So at some point in time, you've created that kind of a document. Now it's just really tying it into the specific aspects of your project. So I think in all fairness, your literature review must be at least 20 pages in length. So at the very minimum. As far as how many references I'm looking, it really depends upon your project, but however many it takes to really develop a thorough review of the literature and orchestrate a paper, a literature review of at least 20 pages. So if you have questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out and contact me. I know that does sound like a big assignment, and it is. And that's why I'm giving you extra time to work on that review of literature. So I think that pretty much covers everything for Module 5. And all of you did a great job with the last component of Chapter 1. There is my feedback posted in the discussion board, and then I will be reviewing your feedback to your peers this week and posting that as well. So I hope everyone has a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.